Good evening, friends. Thank you for joining me every evening to follow what's happening in India and abroad. And thank you for sending me your useful comments and suggestions. If you believe in this channel, do share it with your friends and spread the message. Our only mission is to bring you the truth and both sides of the story. And thank you for your kind support. As we wait for Advocate Gupta ji to join us, I'll just give you a bit of news that I'd like to cover and an interesting video that was an interview that was covered by Republic. My first question is, where is former Mumbai CP Param Singh? Sources say he has been on leave since May. Param Singh, who presently holds the office of Directorate General of Home Guard of the state, has not shown up to work in the past 2 months. After being shunted from the office of the Commissioner of Mumbai over the alleged involvement in the Wazirgate, Param Singh, as per sources, has gone missing. He presently holds the office of Director General of Home Guard of the state and has not shown up for work in the past 2 months. You remember, friends, the Sheena Bora case? Param Singh was the IG of the Konkan range, the site where her body was dumped. And the Mansukh Hiren case also was a clear case of murder. Param Singh knew that Sheena Bora was missing. He had asked Rahul Mukherjee to file a missing persons report. Sheena, however, was never reported as missing. Now, we have a police officer, S. Nibunge, who speaks of how a murder of a constable lady was portrayed as a suicide under Param Singh. He says Param used the same doctor at the Cooper Hospital to declare all these as suicides and the Mansukh Hiren case as drowning. Please watch this excerpt from Republic TV. This itself is evidence for CBI. What more do they want to know about whether it is a suicide or a murder? Friends, I'll just play the clip and you can just see it. And then when Advocate joins us, I will again show the clip again. So just give me a minute.
आए गए जिसको वजह से मुझे बेल नहीं मिला। उसके बाद जब मुझे 6 महीने बेल नहीं मिला, एंटीसिपेटरी बेल दिया, बेल की कोशिश की, लेकिन वहां भी खोटे एफिडेविट बनाए गए जिसको वजह से मुझे बेल नहीं मिला। उसके बाद जब मुझे 6 महीने बेल नहीं मिला तो इसका मेरी सोशल लाइफ, मेरी फैमिली सब डिस्टर्ब हो गए, मेरी माँ गुजर गई। इन सब बात के पीछे परमवीर है। मैं इसलिए बोल रहा हूं कि जो भी सुसाइड होता है वो मर्डर है, इस तरह का इन्वेस्टिगेशन होना चाहिए। उस वक्त इस लड़की ने जब सुसाइड किया तो उसका पोस्टमार्टम उसी दिन नहीं हुआ, उसका पोस्टमार्टम दूसरे दिन हुआ, लेकिन मीडिया और सबको पहले कवरेज बता दिया गया कि इस लड़की ने सुसाइड किया है। परमवीर जहां भी जाते हैं वहां कंट्रोवर्सी होती है सुसाइड केस में, जैसे कि सुशांत सिंह राजपूत हो, ईशा सालियन हो या तो मनसुख हिरेन हो।
So friends, very clearly he mentions in the Sushant case, Disha case and Mansukh Hiren case. Let it continue. Let it continue.
इस केस में एक बात कॉमन हो गई, सुसाइड की है उसका पोस्टमार्टम जिसने किया वो डॉक्टर घाटगे है, और जिस केस में मनसुख हिरेन का केस हुआ जिसमें ड्राउनिंग का सर्टिफिकेट देने वाला डॉक्टर भी मिस्टर घाटगे है, इन दोनों केस में ये कॉमन फैक्टर है कि जो केस मर्डर की है उसमें ड्राउनिंग बताया गया, जो केस दूसरी लड़की की मर्डर की है उसमें हैंगिंग बताया गया। मैं इस बात को इसलिए कह रहा हूं कि परमवीर सिंह के राइट हैंड है जिससे मिस्टर कदम, एसीपी कदम। जेल से आने के बाद मुझे पता चला कि मिस्टर कदम इस केस के बारे में ज्यादा जानते हैं। मैं 6 महीने जेल में रहा तो मुझे ये पता चला कि ये कैसे हुआ और क्यों हुआ, इसलिए मैंने सोचा कि इस केस के बारे में डेप्थ में जाएंगे।
So friends, here very clearly what he mentions is that whenever they say it's a suicide, usually it's a murder. And the same doctor, Dr. Ghadge, is the one. Is it a suicide? Or in Mansukh Hiren's case, it was a murder. Now, I'd like to ask you viewers that what more proof does CBI need when their own officers are revealing all this? The case he was talking about was that a constable lady was in love with a her colleague, a policeman, and it was going on for some years, about 9 years or so. And she told this officer that he was cheating him. Later, she was found, hanging, and actually it was a murder to eliminate her. So this is just one case. How many cases like this has happened? Meanwhile, I'd also like to speak to you about some other cases just till Gupta ji joins us. What I want to tell you is there are million cases happening in Maharashtra. It's almost like the Mahavikas Agadi has gone berserk. Let me just quote a few incidents. The first one is, the latest is the NCP leader Eknath Khadse's son-in-law, Girish Chaudhary, arrested by ED in Bosari land scam. In 2017, Maharashtra Anti-Corruption Bureau had registered a case against Eknath Khadse, his wife Mandakini, Girish Chaudhary, and the landowner Abbas Akani after finding irregularities in a 2016 Pune land deal. NCP leader Eknath Khadse's son-in-law, Girish Chaudhary, has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate in a money laundering case pertaining to a land deal in Pune's Bhosari. The AD has alleged that Chaudhary and Khadse brought the land in Bhosari village in Pune for 3.75 crores, when its actual value was over 31 crores. The land was purchased in Chaudhary's name, and the money for the deal was allegedly routed through 5 shell companies, said an ED official. Now, let me tell you about another case in Maharashtra. 281 doctors wrote a letter to Uddhav Thackeray asking permission to commit suicide. Surprising, isn't it? I mean, why would they do that? 281 Ayurvedic doctors have shot a letter to Maharashtra CM Uddhav Thackeray asking his permission to end life over negligent behavior meted out to them by the state government. That's one case. Now another one. Maharashtra ED attaches sugar mill properties linked to Deputy CM Ajit Pawar in rupees 25,000 crore state cooperative bank scam. As per the ED, the funds used to purchase the Jarandeshwar SSK were routed through another sugar mill, which is in turn funded by Sparkling Soil Private Limited, a company linked to the Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar and his wife Sunetra Pawar. Another case, ED attaches properties worth crores belonging to the close relative of Shiv Sena leader Sanjay Raut in connection with PMC bank scam. The Enforcement Directorate, probing the multi-crore PMC bank scam in which Shiv Sena leader Sanjay Raut's wife is now embroiled, has attached properties worth rupees 72 crores belonging to one Praveen Raut under PMLA. Praveen Raut is a close relative of Shiv Sena's leader Sanjay Raut and has earlier been questioned and arrested by the ED in the same case. What is happening? Almost every day there is a scam, not forgetting their treatment of the common man. Friends, I'm still waiting for advocate to join me. So meanwhile, I'll just take a few of your comments and let's look at what you're saying. KB, as per your question, it actually advocate said that he knows a witness who saw the two together at midnight, which is Sushant and Riya near her house. We don't know whether the authorities have said anything about that. Everybody enjoys your show, Sanjay, so that's a compliment for you, Sanjay. Maybe he has not seen him; it was someone else, and the person has provided information to CBI. Exactly. Sanjat, welcome. Hello, Gloria. Good evening. Good to see regular supporters around. Thank you, Sanjat. Joshi, welcome. Sanjay KB, sorry for the typo. Yeah, so this is what I was trying to explain to you. Gloro. Yes, Mohan, I'm just waiting for him. I think there was a small, somebody had come in, so I'm just waiting for him to join. So there was an interruption. Saranya, welcome. Good evening, Jay. जोशी, yesterday though विवेकानंद गुप्ता सर ने मुझे रिप्लाई दिया ट्विटर पे, बहुत खुशी हुई. I'm following both of you. Please remember that Advocate Gupta ji works very closely with Kirit Somaya, who is one of the best leaders in Maharashtra. We should be supporting him all the way because almost every day he's exposing something fearlessly. Welcome, Maimun. Namruta. Yes, someone else has seen both SSR and Ria in the wee hours of 14th morning or late night, 13th. But he claims to have seen them both around 1:30 a.m., whereas people claim SSR was killed. Yes, we need to know about that as well. Divya, yes, KB advocate said he has a witness who had seen them. I thought he stated some reliable witness of his saw. We'll go back and see what. Yes, this is what he said, a reliable witness. Namrita, before around 10:30. Rochelle, welcome. Welcome, Ramata. Gloria, welcome. Welcome, Monica. Yes. Welcome, Mohan Raj. Thank you for joining, Eva. KB. Good evening from South Africa. Nalini, welcome. Harshita. Thank you so much, Harshita. You always make me feel good. Monica, I just hope all our efforts, it will definitely, with the change of ministers, a lot of things are changing, Monica. So we can look forward to something good. Sanjay, Namrata, Hazar, you're right. All forensic experts, including Dr. Padma, based on the body, has mentioned that he was murdered 14, 18 hours before when the door was open, so between 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pooja, welcome. Justice for SSR. Gloria, whom to believe, whom not, simply cannot understand. As they say, how many mouths those many talks. Just believe the ones who are steady, Gloria, who do not waver. Gloria, justice for our angels, Sushant say. Monica, just go by. Yes, exactly. I just love your elegant way of conducting the stream. Addicted to your program. Thank you, KB. You're one of my favorites as well. Mohan, Monica, really worried. Sabrina, always love watching your program. Authentic and gutsy. Stay safe and blessed always. Yes, thank you. Always need your blessings. Gopal, Har Har Mahadev. In fact, I'm doing the latest painting of Shiva Gopal. So, blessings to you as well. Justice for SSR. He is our hero, Maimoon. Gloria, we'll keep voicing, keep fighting in our capacity till Sushant gets justice. I wonder why Param Singh and Anil Deshmukh are not arrested still. Gloria, just believe yourself and logic based on expert assessment because that person may have wanted exposure or could be planted. Who knows? Monica, I don't know when this Chasing Dreams lady, she's been persistently insisting that Sushant was a spy agent. Agnes, world will never give up justice for SSR and Disha Salia. You're so right, but as a person of authority stated, we tended to believe. KB and all the other viewers, see this video that showed this police officer speaking. Apparently he knew this woman constable because she was from his own village. And she was in love with this her colleague for about 8 or 9 years, and that man was using her. So she confided this in the police officer. The next thing they know is that she is dead, and they say this is all under Param Basic. They say that it is a suicide, but he knows very well that she was murdered. In fact, this officer was also jailed for they were scared that he would blurt the truth. So can you imagine? See, in the Mumbai police, there are good people and there are the corrupt ones. He is one of the few who is straightforward. So this police officer is a kind of police officer that the CBI and all the other agencies should be speaking to. What more proof do you need from these people? Monica, and that he's alive somewhere in hiding. KB, also curious to know where that lady disappeared who claimed lights went off by 10 p.m. that day and usually until. See, this was also another fake case, KB. That's what they told us. A fake lady. Gloria, we must not stop asking for justice. We'll keep roaring. Absolutely. Sanjay, just ignore. What difference does it make if he was a spy or not? Sanjat. Yes, Sanjat. Just a small problem with the advocate. I'm just waiting. He said, just give me 10 minutes. So, Aspire, ask him why BJP is going to do alliance with Shiv Sena. Did any settlements also involved in this murder case? Why BJP people are saying it's a suicide now? Aspire dreams. Which BJP person has said it's a suicide? Now, unless you give me facts, I cannot believe what you're saying. And moreover, there's going to be no alliance with the Shiv Sena. That's very clear. Virat King, don't believe chasing dreams. She's here for views only and creating drama. Crime scene developed by CBI long back. Mohan Raj. Your sessions are always interesting, Sanjit sir. Aspire dream. BJP is not making an alliance, so don't fall prey to rumors. Absolutely. Chandan, hello. You're also SSRU. Welcome. Madhura, waiting. Yes, few voices can be muffled. The more number of voices demand justice, greater the shouts. The more difficult it will be for the wicked culprits to escape long arm of law. Yeah, chasing dreams is a load of crap. Until now, she has not been able to prove even one point of hers. When I asked her, do you have any evidence of him being... Monica, you're a tough one. She did not reply. Aspire dreams. Sanjay Fadnavis said in a press conference, Alliance Singh can... No, he did not say that. So please do not twist his words. Sanjay, I can see few PR bots and paid IT sales guys these days on the channels live chat. That's a good sign. It means they are distributed. Yes, Sanjay. I'm still waiting, Ramata. Yes, Ramata. He seems to be having a problem. Good morning, Meena. It's always a pleasure to hear all your sessions. Mostly I hear at a later time. Thank you, Runa. Sanjit, what's happening is it's like the whole, all the viewers are a sort of family. I mean, all of you know each other, and half the time the chatting goes in your comments as well. Even I noticed PR and bots. Aspire, CBI headquarters में आज आग लगी थी. They haven't reported the casualties. Aspire dreams. He's a politician, so don't believe everything that what he says. Modi Shah have to agree on this unless RSS forces them. Yes, Monica. Thank you. Wow, leave since May. I want to work. Gloria, PS is frightened of the Mumbai police. Has no faith in them. Can you believe? Kupa hospital doctor also on leave. Good evening, Minaji. There is justice for Disha, Sridevi, Jia, and Sushant. Welcome, Cheryl. Welcome, Lalita. Welcome, dear Stella. Hello, everyone. Lalita. Paramveer Singh is running for his life. He knows very well he could be the next classic example of suicide. If he remains in Maharashtra like Jia or SSR or Mansukh Bhai, he has created too many foes. Gloria, same pattern. Vinay Joshi, why and how Zuta affidavit accepted in court? Juta affidavit accepted in court. Mohan, worried that Arnab ji not picking this as he started Justice for Sushant campaign. Welcome, Nisha. Meenaji, this is full proof of, yes. I mean, nobody can speak. I would like all of you to watch that video, the full video, because it's quite interesting what all he says. He also talks about, how they take money from the truck drivers as well. So, it's just like Vasuli everywhere. They take money from everybody, including the poor truck drivers. So, I mean, it's the most corrupt police force in India. I don't understand Hindi. At least if they use very high Hindi words, I would definitely not understand a word. Lalita, Paramveer Singh can run, but he can't hide. Karma has a long arm. Sandeep Singh, Siddharth Pitani interview. Arinya, good evening. Breaking news. NIA has permitted ED to investigate Vaze in Taloja jail for 3 days regarding Vasuli of Paramveer and Deshmukh, which is very good. Thank you, Arinya, for that news. Vaze has to come out. Glad you explained in English, Sylvia. Ranjita, good evening. Monica, precisely. The evidences are all out on the table. It's whether they want to see it or not. Yes. Runa Roy, the doctor is the same for the constable lady and Mansoor. What this constable is trying to say, Sushant and Disha's case, we are also moved in a similar way, trying to give murder a suicide angle. See, at every time what happens is, they do not, Runa, point for you as well as for others, is that they never do the postmortem immediately. That also he mentions. He says that the postmortem is always done 2 days later. So if anything is there, any remnants are there in the stomach or wherever, it'll all be gone by that time. Sylvia, yes, there are a number of such cases and it's just been brushed off as suicide. Here also, Sylvia, what I'd like to tell you is that my doubts are so much on the Janvi Kukreja case. And I somehow my gut feeling is that the other 2 children are also innocent. They have been put there to cover up for the real criminals. And if a 3rd-degree torture is given to that Yash, who actually had the party, I'm sure everything will come out. Madam, I think SSR father has filed FIR for abatement of suicide, not for murder. Does this weaken the case for 302? Debashish, when Gupta ji joins us, please ask him this question. I'm sure he'll answer you on that. Good for our SSR movement. Yes, Arenya. Sanjay, I think even Mansukh was mentioned as suicide, but then it required too much stretching. See, here also what they said is that the doctor said that it was drowning when it was not a drowning. They had murdered him. Ma'am, can you explain in English? You're talking about what the policeman said? Yes, the policeman said that, see, everything under Paramveer Singh is sort of dicey. There's a lot of corruption there. And even from the truck drivers, earlier the truck drivers were not allowed to come into the cities at a particular hour. But suddenly, he observed them coming in. And when he questioned the authorities, he found out that they were paying bribes, to the police and thus coming into the city and blocking traffic as well. And it was then later, as he started finding out the truth, he was also, transferred. So the moment they find any, truthful policemen, they transfer them. And in this case, see, he had a colleague, a lady who was, murdered, but they, projected it as a suicide. And he has all the proof for that as well. And he says he was jailed when he, confessed to that. Okay. Advocate is joining us now. So let me just add in. Yes, I'm just waiting for him to rejoin. Prince still is waiting. I think he has a slight problem. And yeah, yes, and Maimuna, what he said was that most of the suicides are actually murder, and this would have happened in the case with SSR as well as Disha. So, that's enough proof coming from an officer who works within the department. So these are the people that CBI should question. Saw the news about fire breakout at the CBI. Alka, welcome. Here's a link of Republic. Yes. Thousands of crores, lakhs of crores, these corrupt politicians loot that much from the pockets of the honest taxpayers. This is atrocious. So, on public funds used for what? Yes, Ranjita. About the sugar factory, this is only the beginning. Yes. Parag, ma'am, any updates on Eknath Khadse interrogation? No, nothing more. This is the latest news. When will SSR get justice? We're waiting for that, Bispasa. Why is ED not directly arresting Deshmukh? I hope that happens soon, Prachi. Nisha, any updates on the fire? Yes, none so far. Anusuya, welcome. Good evening, Neelam. Monica, if they were together, it's clear that she was lying about leaving from this house on 8th. Yes. Reva, welcome. Vipasa, good evening. It's great to hear from you. A very good evening, love. Ruval, good evening, ma'am. Thank you for bringing out and still talking about Sushant Singh Rajput. Wherein, I mean, see, here I would like to tell you, viewers, since Advocate is still taking time to come, I'd like to tell you something that I heard from another channel, but I'm not sure if it is true. But apparently, Siddharth Pitani had a few guests from Mumbai for his wedding. And there were some photographs of him at the wedding. So Siddharth Pitani looks very smart. He's cut his hair and he looks very happy. And some of the guests they see, I'm not, this has not been verified, is that one is Ria, then it is Samuel Miranda, and then one more, I forget the name of that, the cook was also there. The cook was also there. And two other guests from important guest from Mumbai. This is what was said. But now this has to be verified. The only thing I can verify at the moment is that there was a very happy photograph of Siddharth Pitani and his wife, at the marriage. And now he's back for questioning. Respect time and input of all YouTubers and everyone fighting for justice. So disappointed with our governments. Rekha, this time, see the government, a lot of young ministers, very qualified, very educated ministers have been taken in, and the useless ones have been thrown out. There is one or two still need to be pushed out, but this is a very good sign, So I'm just waiting for him to join me, and I'm still not. Welcome, 84. Too much politics over SSR case. Looks like CBI is under pressure to suppress the case. No, it will all come out, Justice. Vipin Kumar. Good work, ma'am. Thank you. Where is Siddharth Pitani now? Jyoti. He's come back. I mean, they've summoned him, so he's back. Anand, the criminals are freely moving and CBI shamelessly quiet. In fact, another piece of news that I also heard was that whether it was, one of the people who was caught, I don't know whether it's DJ Akil or one of them, they have said that they have apparently blurted out that a person, a girl and her brother are, have a hand in the murder. Now, even again, this is not verified, so I'm also waiting for that news to come out, whether it is actually Ria and her, brother that they are speaking about. Did you figure out which was? No, it was quite difficult, Sanjay. Both look the same. Yes, I also heard two girls, Ria Dipesh Sawant and Samuel Miranda, were present at Siddharth's wedding. How far it is true, I don't know, yes. But at least we saw the marriage photo. Gloria, one lady minister should be pushed out for, yes. Still clinging on, Gloria. I would like to ask this question to Advocate Vivekanand. Sushant, being an intelligent person, do you think he was waiting for the vultures to come and kill him? He knew the end was getting closer after 7th. Absolutely. Ma'am, why a channel name Chasing Dream saying Sushant is alive, spreading false narratives? This is just the work of the PR, Aishwarya, nothing more. Monica, Pitani is back now after celebrating honeymoon. He can celebrate the rest of honeymoon in prison. Angie's World, ma'am, why CBI is not looking into the probe regarding Paramveer and Sachin Baze? Yes, that should happen. Good evening, Vasanti. Good evening, Kanta. Always good to hear you as well. No shame. Again on this show, too, your speech is getting repeated, which I already listened earlier minutes ago. If you're not happy, Noshir, you are welcome to leave. This is how I speak, and this is how I conduct myself. If you have a problem, you can always go for another, channel. Gloria, hope they mean the same, brother and sister. Mira, ma'am, these diaries being taken seriously? I'm sure it will be, Mira, because a lot of the things that are being exposed seem to come directly from Sushant's mouth. Sarita, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Absolutely. 84 DG, when is? So far, nothing as yet. I think he might be busy because he's still not connected. I've sent a message to him, but he's still not connected. So just waiting 84. At 9, if he still doesn't come, then we'll quit. Gloria, which lady minister are you referring to? Sumitra, the mystery girl in SSR residence on June 14th is, I think, the designer, the fashion designer is what they mentioned, was very close with Ria. And, in the conversations, they said that they shared drugs and all that. Madam, do you know anything about the second dead body accompanied along with SSR? No, I have no idea. Shetty, Ex-TV actress turned politician should be thrown out of the system, as I feel she is helping the culprits, as she has worked under that crooked producer. Nishka, was Pitani removed before Riya came into SSR's house? No, he was there. Love your spirit. Thank you. BSG, is the CBI silent on diaries for some reason? They can't be silent for any longer. They need to answer. Yeah. Disha, when Deepthi ma'am will come, seriously very much eager to listen. Yeah, within 9 days, I suppose, she'll be back. Welcome, Bharti. Always look forward for your session. Thank you. Sumitra, the mystery girl in SSR is Riya only. In YouTube also, there are many clues to prove it. It is Riya only. Why nobody concentrating clearly? Archana, incredible. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Archana. Misha, according to Deblina, Dr. Padma is not reachable for the past 3 weeks or so. But what the message that I got from Saffron Tiger is that she is fine and she's only taking a break. Maya Jagannath, good to hear your calm way of speaking. No raising of voice, no sensationalism. Thank you for conducting it in such a dignified manner. Thank you, Maya. Justice, okay, I got it, but she's a very sincere BJP worker. Kirtana, ma'am, when will NCB challenge Riya's bail? Just waiting for that. Meera, take care of yourself and Deepthi. We have all only hope in you all now. And we will get it. Angie, there's so many clues regarding SSR's murder. We can understand that they don't have any proof of, to bring through culprits under scanner, but at least CBI can declare it's a murder. Yes. Shireen, I thoroughly enjoy your channel with regards to the SSR case. Unfortunately, I do not understand much about Indian politics, but will listen in nevertheless. Love from South Africa. Shireen, if it's very important that you understand our politics and support the good people, against the, the criminals. Kanika, CBI is like God. We can assume that they would be doing and hoping. It's all for good, but doesn't directly say anything. Will all the government departments get the Modi message by the sweeping changes in the central ministerial setup? Yes. When will the NCB charge sheet against Riya and Savik be taken up by the court? That's something advocate can answer. Anand, will SSR case go the same way as National Herald case? No, it won't. Atul, good evening. What's your opinion about the diary? In many portions, I feel that it's him speaking, so I'm still waiting for a lot more. Meena, I hope you took notice in my earlier message. I request all viewers to send a letter for PM to Ganesh. He's collecting all letters and you would collectively submit asking for PM's attention. Runa, I do not believe in Ganesh. He, the crocodile and the smuggler are 3 people who are cheating SSRians. Monica, true that. I always felt that the mystery girl was Riya Chakravarti. The body, everything looks like Riya. Nishka, good to know about Padmaji. Shay, you're doing amazing work. I started watching your channel after the diaries came out. Can you also show the pictures and videos on your channel? Stay blessed. Thank you. Ma'am, please ask Advo Gupta, even though SSR father filed FIR as abetment to suicide, CBI has authority to apply 302 if they get sufficient evidence and witnesses. Is it true? Okay. You guys have been reading out SSR's drive. But why is CBI or any other agency contacted Deepthi or you to investigate the authenticity of these drives? We do not know, Shaiju, how they work. Misha, Deepthi ma'am should come more often and finish. No, she's decoding them, so she needs time to do that. Kaudi, welcome Kaudi. Sumitra, can you please tell me, believing that the mystery girl is Riya, because the body shape, moles on face, black thread on her leg, that's your opinion on this, Meena? Perhaps, I'm not sure, Sumitra, about this. So I cannot tell you, for sure. Gauri, thank you. Divya, mystery girl could be Jamila also. That's Shauvik's girlfriend, you mean. Monica, CBI has let down Jia's case before. I don't know if you're having malignant optimism again when it comes to CBI. This time we need to see some results, not mere words. Yes. Anu, madam, we're waiting for your next SSR diary, part 10. Salute and I and Lady Deepthi Pinnati, and of course, thanks for all your efforts. Anu, she'll be joining us within, I say, around 9 days or so, she said. So, friends, I guess we'll just wind up now because it doesn't look like, Advocate was able to get himself out of the appointment that he had. So, sorry about that. And I'll tell him that, see if he can join us either tomorrow or day after. We'll do that. Thank you so much, friends. The problem is every day somebody is summoned or arrested, but soon seen walking out. Yes, still waiting for results for SSR case. Can government take action on YouTubers like CD? KB, I second you on that. After coming to Meena Ma'am's channel, I'm hooked. Calm, composed, dignified, and elegant. No shouting, no slang, no melodrama. Love you, Meena Ma'am, and your show. Thank you so much, KB. So kind of you. Baba Siddiqui is a major player too. He needs to be investigated. See, two people that very dicey is also, there's another person also very close. Baba Siddiqui and his sons, and also Asif Bamla. Even in Dilip Kumar's funeral, he was right in front of Saira Banu, doing all the work. So somehow I feel, there's something about him also. Runa, in my opinion, CBI is avoiding Deepti's diary because they know big names will come out officially. I'm sure they're under political pressure. This is unfair. Yes. Monica, that's all right. We know you tried. Thank you always for understanding. Take care. Good night. Good night, Gloria. Good night, Cheryl. So I'll see you tomorrow, same time.